Okay, hello again guys, this is my third video in a row, so and I can feel already I'm getting tired, but I have to do all those at the same time, I mean one after another, because I won't have time later. More videos will probably be coming, so I have to do them all during one day. Anyway, some time ago I have bought tgchan small tripod for my Sony action cam, and it's really nice. I've done a video about it, but it was in Polish. Basically, it's really nice piece of accessory, but there's this one thing I really don't like because of this pin, which goes here. You twist it. And you push this against the metal plate, which eventually will wear out, and your pin will just be, you know, all loose, and you won't be able to lock your camera on your tripod. Anyway, the whole thing is really of nice quality, as you can see. I mean, as I can see, because you can't feel it, but it's almost all plastic. This little thing is metal. You can extend it like so. So yeah, I mean, it's really nice. It's really nice, but it's also rather expensive for a piece of plastic with 3 magnets and some rubber and some metal aluminium. This pole is aluminium, I think. I mean, whoa, crap. It's rather expensive. So I have ordered, that was my second purchase from AliExpress, a knockoff of this short tripod, which is a knockoff of GoPro's tripod. And the package arrived not so long time ago. And let's see if for a fraction of price I can get, and this is the package, I can get the similar quality, you know. This, I'm gonna put it here, because it was really cheap. It was like 1/5 of the price of the tgchan tripod. Let's see how it differs, if it's really different. Come on, from what tgchan has to offer. And I have bought couple of different things, which I don't even remember exactly what it was, but basically there are knockoffs of original GoPro's accessories, which are really expensive. Not as expensive as for Sony accessories, but still expensive compared to what you can get from AliExpress directly from China. Because there we go, 2 packages, lots of bubble wrap, lots of different things, to be honest. And again, it didn't take that long to get the package from China. It was really quick. In a matter of 2 weeks, I think the package was already here. I've been just waiting for the right moment to film all this, and here it is. As you can see, this small tripod. Let's get inside of this package. Come on! Why do you need so much sticky tape? Okay, so here it is. Let's get the loose parts first, and let's get this thing as well, and let's get this to a better light. It's really similar, what I can see, but it's smaller. I can already see it's smaller, but this has a standard threaded. First of all, keep your head down, Chan, because people won't see what you're showing. Come on, keep it together. This threaded piece So it's nice because I prefer a little bit of twisting instead of, you know, locking mechanism, which will eventually wear out because this is plastic, so it will become useless. And yeah, so far it feels really nice in hand. It's a little bit shorter than PGY Tech, quite shorter, but it feels really nice in hand. It's this grip is rubberized. It's a bit of rubber, which gets you a really nice grip. I dare to say it's even better grip than on your PGY Tech, which also has a rubberized handle, and there is like some engraved lines, but it's really smooth in the hand. And this one just, you know, it just locks in your hand perfectly. Where am I going with this? Let's open it up. Okay, so this part is it doesn't have magnets here, so it's gonna be all flappy once it wears out. But you know, just a cheap knockoff. It just locks itself in place together with other bits of plastic, but for the price, come on, I mean, you can't really expect a lot. But I really like it so far, you know. Okay, it should extend just like PGY Tech. Let's see if it actually extends. Yeah, it extends. It's not that long, but it extends. I think it's a little bit crooked to one side, which might be a problem because you can't rotate this thing. But yeah, I mean, it's nice. I don't even remember exactly how much I have paid for this, but I think it was like a 1/5 of the price of PGY Tech. So I would be really happy if I bought it first. But obviously the magnet part here is really nice, but it's much longer, as you can see, much longer. So PGY Tech wins it, and it's much longer. You can actually you can adjust how wide your legs can be here. I mean, you can do it, but the range of movement is quite limited. The plastic feels rather cheap. The whole thing feels rather cheap, which it was. The rubberized handle looks it's really nice though. It really locks in your hand. Too bad it doesn't extend to, you know, that far as PGY Tech, but it's still enough. It's more than enough, I would say. It's really nice. It collapses really nice as well. I mean, I'm happy with it, you know. I really can't complain. It's really nice. It's really nice. The only thing I'm worried about is this. I mean, I don't open it a lot, but sometimes when my camera is mounted and I don't want to lie it flat, I just open those legs, you know, just to you know, keep it vertical. And oops, the battery died on me. Had to put a replacement. Okay, where were we? First of all, I need a sip of this. So yeah, as I was saying, I really like both of them, you know, for different reasons. This one is more expensive, a little better made, better material. But this one is really cheap, easy to replace. It's still functioning, you know, like it should. You can't really say anything bad about it. So I'm really happy with both of those. The only thing I'm worried about is that this plastic is gonna wear out real quick and it's gonna be all flappy. But you don't open it that often. I mean, I myself don't. But the handle is too short. The one thing I have noticed with this, in comparison with my other tripod, which I had first, which was like a copy of GorillaPod, which was also a very cheap one. It was all plastic and rubber, and was much longer and heavier at the same time. But the heaviness of that tripod was really nice, because it was longer and it was heavy. You know, all those rubbery legs were heavy, so it was stabilizing my hand better. And this one is very short. It's easy to shake, you know, my hand. And yeah, I mean, you can't get everything in one at the same time. You have to get some. You have to opt for some compromises. So you get you know, compact sizes, a really small piece, but you're gonna suffer, you know, the lack of stability with a bigger tripod, you know, heavy, which is heavy, and which will, you know, pull all this weight towards ground. It will stabilize your shot better, you know, compared with a little tiny bit in your hand, which can go like this. If you're gonna have, I'm gonna extend it to show it better, because it's quite important. If this would be heavier, my movement is stabilized by the gravity, right? So it doesn't move that much. Once it's really short, really small, really lightweight, it's easier to jerk my hand if it was, you know, weighing down me. Anyway, it's a really nice piece, and I would love, you know, to order it again. Let's leave it here and let's get another piece, which is another copy of GoPros. I mean, everyone is copying GoPro because they were the first, right? Or one of the first. This little bit I have ordered. Or yes, I have ordered it for something. Just a simple connector. It's not that important. It's nice to have this for the phone to hold it in place. A simple accessory. We won't focus on this because it's really not important. What is important is this. Whoa, this one is a really big one. Whoa, Jesus Christ, Chan. Okay, so I bought this part here as well, which was like it was quite expensive, this little bit here. We're gonna focus on that. A simple oh, can you see that that piece of string here, this thread? This is the same thread this bracelet is made of, which is probably easy and low cost and very cheap to make. But basically this is what my bracelet is made of. Hopefully it's strong enough as well. I mean, you can attach your phones to it, so hopefully it's strong enough. We won't need this, we won't need that. Let's take this out, because this is what I'm interested. It's all metal, and it's a knockoff of GoPro's three-way tripod thing. And this part I'm gonna take as well. And this is quite interesting because I was thinking about it a long time ago when I was buying GoPro. Do I really need this one? Let's put this bolt here, this accessory here. Actually, let's focus on this one because it costs a lot, to be honest, compared. This piece cost almost the same as this and this. I mean, not together, but this piece was almost as expensive as this piece. But I really wanted it because of this. So I don't have to, you know, move around my camera when I'm threading it on this mount. Plastic feels cheap. The rubber is crooked. It's glued to the side. Actually, it's coming off already. So this piece is low quality. I don't know if you can see it, but it's misplaced already, and it's coming off, and the glue is sticking my finger. So this piece is a piece of junk. This piece is a piece of junk. Look at this. I don't think you're gonna be able to see it, but the rubber is just way off the surface. It should be inside, but it's off. It's crooked this way. So yeah, I mean, this is AliExpress, right? China. And it was expensive, so I'm gonna write to the seller. I really don't like this piece, because I bought it because of this and this rubber pad, which supposed to, you know, make a nice and comfortable seat for my camera. And without this soft piece, it's gonna be only plastic. So I'm not happy with it at all. Okay, let's go to this three-way. Oh my god, the plastic feels really cheap, you know. But yeah, I mean, I think this is metal. No, it's plastic. This is plastic. Okay, so it expands like so. You can tighten it up, which didn't do much. Let's tighten up a little bit more. Okay, a little more. Yeah, it should be enough. So you bend it like so. You can tighten up. Nice, nice. I don't think I'm gonna have a need of using this, but it feels nice to have this, you know, this reach. And there is a secret thing hidden in the handle. You just turn it around. Oh my god, it feels so cheap. It feels so cheap. But it stands. I mean, it's cheap, but it works, right? But the legs are so flimsy. You have to be extra careful not to overextend it, because you're gonna break it. They're really cheap made, like a really soft plastic, a really brittle one. And look at the legs. They're just, you know, there's a lot of play. They just, you know. But it works, you know. If you need a reach, you need something longer. If you need something longer, it's gonna work. You just screw it like so, extend those flimsy legs, and basically you have, I don't know if it's completely straight, but it's straight enough. It's straight enough, but it's flimsy as this piece, I wouldn't buy it again. This, yeah, it's good enough. It's good enough. But this one is, the rubber is nice. The rubber on this one is almost exactly the same as on PGY Tech. You know, the feel, it's really smooth. The grooves are, the lines are grooved in the rubber. But the legs are just, you know, as you can see, they're flimsy. I mean, I wouldn't mind that being all loose and whatnot, but the plastic feels so cheap. Actually, yeah, I'm scared you could easily just, you know, break it, you know, putting a little bit more force than you should. So I'm just gonna hide it. But it's all right. It's all right. It's not that bad. It feels quite nice and secure in your hand. I mean, I can't really say anything more bad, but it's all plastic. It's all plastic. I have to check, because this plastic is rather tough one, like a solid one, not like those tiny legs. But you know, they are much lighter than this plastic probably, and everything looks in perfect order. So this was my last package from from, what the hell? No, it's working. From AliExpress, and it would be all fine if not for that piece which has misplaced rubber pad, you know, glued on. It's just crooked, you know, and it's annoying. I can't really, you know, push it back into its place because it just is misaligned. I can't push it back, and when I'm trying, the glue is sticking to my fingers. I'm not really happy with this piece, but the rest of it is it's okay. It's okay. I really can't complain. And again, it costed a fraction of the price of a original GoPro accessory, which would cost, you know, at least 5 times more. How do you exactly put it back together? What's going on here? I'm doing something wrong because I can't put it back. Wait a second, let's collapse the upper part first. Why it doesn't want to collapse fully? Something blocking it. I don't want to force it into a place. I don't want to break anything. But I can't understand. Maybe you have to. Yeah, I think you have to put a little force. But again, this is like a plastic against plastic. It's gonna wear out if you're gonna keep, you know, pushing. Oh, stupid me. You have a hidden lever here, this little button. Don't be stupid as me. Never use, you know, your strength. Use your brain first. I keep repeating it to everyone and I'm still making the same mistake. But here, you have to do it exactly. There is no. I don't think there is any way around. You just have to press this plastic against metal plate to lock it in place securely. But here you have a button, you know, which aligns those grooves, and you can just easily and actually. I mean, it's nice. It's nice, but it isn't as practical as those two tripods, which have, you know, how do you say, openable tripod legs, because you have to, you know, take those. Imagine you're in a restaurant, you know, you wanna do a short clip in a restaurant, and what do you need to do? You have to unscrew this, screw it back on. One thing I wanna check. If your tripod is all collapsed, can you still? Yes, you can still place it like so. So that's a good thing. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't take that much time to, you know, unscrew it, screw it back on. But here, you can just do something like this. Pick, spick, spick. You're ready to go. I mean, one thing with PGY tech, which I had already seen on other YouTube video, is that you have to push this pole a little bit higher, not to interfere with the pole and your tripod legs, which doesn't happen with the cheaper version, which is like this. You're ready to go. See? There's still even some space between the pole and the surface on which it's standing. And here, when it's fully collapsed, and you open up the legs, this middle thing, you know, just keeps interfering with the stability. So you have to either collapse your tripod legs like so to keep it, you know, above the ground, which isn't that hard, to be honest, and I wouldn't like to, you know, every time push it because it's not that hard, but it's just annoying. So I rather just don't open up those legs fully and keep it like so, you know. It's like a perfect, you know, traveling tripod, but as I have mentioned before, I'm missing the weight of it, you know, especially here, because it just stabilizes. I'm gonna show you on this example right here. You open it up. I'm gonna tighten up. Obviously, I wouldn't want to walk with such long thing, but here, if I would, it's much harder to move left to right, even though it's still quite light. It's stabilized better than, like, you know, with a little weight or nothing. It's just so easy to move your hand left and right, because all this weight I have to swing it. So this hand is stabilized, really nice, and your footage looks really, you know, stable. But this one, every little jerk, you know, transfers to your video clip because there is no weight to it. So yeah, compromises. You have to remember about it. But you know, I mean, it's not that bad to walk like that, but I don't know. See, so you press that button, that silver button right here, and it collapses back to its place. Yeah, nothing wrong to say about this one, really nothing. Everything is like it should be, except for this little piece, which annoys the hell out of me, really. I'm not planning to use it because I'm using the round one, but still, I mean, I've spent money on this one, so I'm gonna open up a dispute, or I don't know. I've never done it on AliExpress, but I'm not happy with that piece. It's misaligned. It wasn't cheap. It was quite expensive, so it shouldn't be like that, you know. And there's no way it moved during the shipping, during the travel. There's no way. It was just, you know, stuck with a glue in the wrong place. Nobody cared about, you know, aligning it perfectly. They just put it somewhere, you know. And it's here in my hands right now. Okay, I think that's it. So I'm happy. But I don't know if I wanna take it because it's large. I mean, it's really nice that you can extend it to such degree and have that reach, because you can have a really nice reach with it. But actually, I can have this almost the same reach. Wait a second. Let's tighten it up a little bit more. This, yes, okay, it's worth showing, I think. Look at this. It's shorter than the whole handle of this, and I think I can still get the same length, which makes this thing obsolete. Almost. Yeah, almost. Wait a second. If it's fully, yes, it's fully extended. Yeah. So the length is not that big, but the convenience of this thing is unbeatable because of how easy you can store it and how little place it takes compared with this one. So I don't know what to do with this one. Probably I'm gonna, I don't know, keep it at home. Maybe I will find some use for it in my room, in my bedroom, in my computer room. But I don't think I'm gonna keep it, you know, in my bag because I don't have a need for it. This I'm gonna take, you know, as a spare tripod for this one. But this, I don't need that one. I don't need this one. It's way too big. But it's alright. It's alright. It wasn't expensive and it's a nice piece of gear. I just don't need it, you know. this one suits me better for my style, for my needs. So thank you for watching. See you next time, guys.